Hi YouTube, so I have something pretty interesting to show you today, and it is a genetic algorithm. So about what it is a little bit. A genetic algorithm is it's hard to say. That's kind of hard to say. Genetic algorithm is an artificial intelligence that evolves every time it does something wrong. So let's say I make an AI for an enemy spaceship, for example, in a game. Every time that AI dies, it learns about its mistakes, and then the next generation, the better AIs will combine their efforts and create like a stronger AI, and then that'll keep going, kind of like evolution, where the fit specimens survive, the fit species survives, and then they slowly improve their features that make them strong, and then so that's how the AI kind of improves. And I'm implementing this genetic algorithm for a space shooter game, kind of, and just to show you about a little bit how it works so far, I'm gonna go ahead and run this. And there it is. So I'll make it full screen. And as you can see, I'm the spaceship that's kind of following the mouse here. Well, both of them are kind of following the mouse, but I'm the one that's more responsive. And how this works is that I can shoot bullets at these other flying spaceships, and they'll try to avoid them randomly. And so this spaceship here is doing pretty good at avoiding my shots. So I can move around and I shoot at him, shoot like this bullet, and then he'll try to dodge it, like using an algorithm. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's try shooting at some other guys here. These guys are kind of stuck to boundaries. Chase them out, and then shoot some bullets at these guys. Right. So that guy's trying to dodge my bullets. Kind of a close-up kind of strategy there. That one dodges pretty well. So yeah, as you can see, like these AIs are like kind of trying to dodge my bullets, but pretty much they're pretty dumb. And just to give you an idea of how this works, let's look at the AI code. So what this does is that it uses an genetic AI algorithm generated randomly, as you can see. I generated a vector of floats that's 24 floats long. And what this algorithm does, is that it uses a series of equations to affect how the ship decides to allocate its velocity. So the ship can decide to move like up, down, left, right, but how much is it going to move in each direction, right? And that's where these equations come in. These equations take these random values, apply it to the relevant inputs, and produce a final output, which I send into the move function, which actually moves the ship. So as you can see, I take a lot of parameters into account here. I take in the distance away from my ship, the closest bullet's position, and also the velocity that my personal spaceship is traveling in. So what this tells us is that I'm combining all the relevant values into making my final decision on where to move here. And right now it may look kind of dumb, like the spaceships they'll kind of like twitch around when they're about to get hit. But how this is supposed to work is that I'm going to add a method for whenever something dies, when they get hit by a bullet or two, they're going to keep track of their score of how long they survived. So ships that survive for longer inside the game without dying will get a higher score. And then in the next generation, those survivors will be more preferenced into being selected into the next generation. So for every generation, I'll generate like 10, 30, maybe 100 different AIs, and I'll pit them against each other or against myself. And then the best performing ones, the ones that survive the longest, will be selected into the next generation along with some randoms in there. And then how it's gonna work is that slowly, like, the weak ones will get weeded out, the strong ones will stay, and I'm gonna be able to produce a batch of AI that is pretty powerful, because like these are some pretty complex equations that I used here that I came up with some dimensional analysis from physics. So yeah, I'm hoping to see what I can do with this and how smart I can get this AI to be. So if you liked my video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next AI video.